1915 to 19. You heard of Ellerance?
I beg your pardon?
Ellerance, man, Ellerance. Now, what do you see in your mind's eye when I say that word, Ellerance?
Sure, but what do you see in your mind's eye, Wilson?
An ice cream, sir?
No, that's Eldorado.
No. I'm talking about Lawrence of Arabia.
Oh, I see.
I served with him. Ah! Got it. Never mind. Damn good eye for a fly, you know.
There you are, sir. Look, there it is. It's the one that got away.
Oh, thank you.
I say, do you always eat them?
You can't afford to waste them. Very hard to come by in wartime.
Extraordinary. Well, now, when do I take over? Take over? The platoon man, if I'm going to join your lot, I've got to take over.
Well, I don't think there's any establishment for another officer. I mean, I'm the captain, and Wilson here's the sergeant. Might fit you in as a corporal somewhere.
A corporal? You're mad. Either I'm in complete charge or I don't join at all. I'm quite sure another platoon would welcome me with open arms. To say nothing of my rifles.
Rifles?
Yes, I've got about 20. Don't you want them?
Well, of course we do.
Yes, well, so does the Eastgate platoon down the coast. Oh, I know it's a bit of a blow. Lots of you chaps about. Want to become generals overnight. You mean well enough. You don't know the first damn thing about soldiering. Now, war is a serious professional business. And this situation calls for professionals trained in guerrilla warfare like myself. Now, you march your men over to my house at 6:30, and I'll make soldiers out of the lot of you. But they don't be late. Ha! There's a lot of work to be done.
All that damned impertinence. Have you ever heard anything like that?
I quite agree, sir. It's going to make it awfully difficult.
Difficult? How do you mean?
Well, difficult for you, sir. I mean, it's a terrible decision for you to have to take.
I don't see how my decision enters into it. Can't have an old fool like that in command.
After all, he is a DSO, sir.
I'm not suggesting he's not a brave old fool. I've no doubt he is. Brilliant cheat, too.
Well, he's commanded guerrillas.
Oh, in 1917. What does he know about modern warfare?
Huh? What do any of us know, sir?
Are you suggesting that I should stand down, Wilson?
I'm not suggesting anything. I'm not, sir. I mean, it'd have to be entirely your decision.
But commanding a unit like ours isn't like commanding Arabs in the desert. Our men are British. They've got to be led, not bullied. You have to have the right sort of personality.
Yes, I quite see that point, sir. But the question is, which is the most important weapon? Your personality or his rifles?
Blue skies around the corner. Walk round the corner with me.
What's that? Well, are they here yet?
What?
The rifles.
Well, what do you think? We're living on promises, aren't we, Mr. Fraser?
Well, I'm not marching through the streets anymore with this thing. I was full of bare gang of kids and they kept shouting, "Hi, mister, can we borrow your toasting fork?"
That's quite right. One of them offered to lend me his little toy cat pistol.
Yes, he offered me the same. I took it.
But this rate will be lucky if we get our rifles in time to fire the victory salute. What's he doing about it?
He's on the telephone to HQ now.
I cannot emphasize too strongly the urgency of this matter. Yes, of course I'll hold on. They're talking to the quartermaster.
I see, sir, yeah.
Sir,
Yes, Walker.
I've just been on the blower, sir, to a geezer in the smoke. I'll get you the rifles, as many as you want. 18 quid a time.
Out of the question, Walker.
But where do they come from?
Ah, well, you don't ask, do you? I mean, you know, he's a very good mate of mine, this geezer. I mean, he's very reliable, you know. He used to knock them off for the IRA. But, I mean, since he's going to our country, he's prepared to throw in 10 rounds per magazine, you know, special offer.
I'm sorry, Walker.
Got a Lewis gun for 100 quid.
100 quid? That seems rather a lot.
Well, I told him he was being a bit greedy, but he won't shift. Here, listen, come here. I look at it this way. Now, there's a vault full of oncers down at that bank of yours. I mean, who's there to count it except you two, you know what I mean?
Your suggestion is outrageous, Walker. Kindly rejoin your platoon.
Yeah, well, if you change your mind, you know, Hey, Mills bombs, quid each. Deadly.
No! Hello. Manring here. It's about these rifles, sir. Well, couldn't you just let me have half a dozen? There's division upon division of ruthless armed men just across the channel, and all I've got is pikes and pick handles. I see. Oh, very well. Thank you. No luck. No luck.
Your paper, sir.
Thank you, Pike. Just look at that.
Oh,
she's rather attractive, isn't
Not
she?
that! Here! Invasion barges moving down from the north. And my men unarmed.
It's a pity you made that promise, sir.
No, it's not the promise that worries me. If Hitler kicks off, this town is going down in history as being the place that stopped him. We can do it, but we've got to have guns. There's only one solution, Wilson. My personal pride must not stand in the way of the defense of the realm. If all the men in, we're marching to Marsham Hall.
All right.
It's a happy day for you and me, for us and we, all the clouds have rolled away. It's a happy day, toodle-oo-loo-loo-loo-lay. The sun shines bright and the world's all right. It's a happy day.
Number 1 Platoon D Company, local defense volunteers, reporting to Colonel Square.
Tradesman's entrance round the back.
Happy day. 420 sunbeams are dancing round my face. 420 more are dancing every place. It's a happy day. Toodle-oo-loo-loo-loo-lay. You can't go wrong if you sing a song. It's a
Rob!
happy
Left turn. Men, you may wonder why I've brought you here. I'm placing this unit under the command of Colonel Square. I'm doing this because not only has he the knowledge to turn you into a fine fighting unit, he also has the rifles. I think you'll find in him an officer of rare distinction and quality.
Let your first listen, Captain. A man mounted is always superior to one on foot.
Yes, me, it's a bit too lally.
You gave us a bit of a start, sir.
Exactly. And we're going to give the Hun a start. Fast, mobile, multi-patrols, striking from the hills and disappearing into the night. Start! Stop! Left! Hot! Quick! March!
Did you hear that, Wilson? It's absurd. Cavalry went out with the Ark.
We'd better humour him, sir. We need those rifles.
Let's celebrate, let's get that holiday spirit. We've got our cares on. Let's shout it out so everybody can hear it. We found out. It's a happy day. Toodle-oo-loo-loo-loo-lay. For you and me, for us and me.
These are your chargers. The horse is a noble, faithful, and obedient animal. He has marched side by side with man along the road to civilization, proving himself a staunch and trusting friend. Wilson, mane wearing, get him mounted.
Turn you to glue.
All right, sir.
Come along, men, come on. Sit up straight, you're proud of your horses.
Shall I ring for the ambulance now, sir?
The ground's pretty soft, we may be lucky. I must admit they're fine-looking animals. Did the Colonel breed them?
No, sir. He's looking after them for the duration. They belong to Bailey's Circus.
Sacks of sherbet tied up awkward. Here, man, take this saber. What the hell are you doing? Saber in your hand.
I can't. I've got to hang on to my own.
Doc! 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 Doc!
Hang on, Jonesy. I'll save you. Beg your pardon, sir. Some of us think we stand more chance against Hitler with you and the Pikes than with him and these four-footed dragons.
That's very loyal of you, Fraser. I've only allowed you to go through all this because we must have those rifles.
Here's a rifle, sir. I think you ought to have a look at them.
Great heavens! This is a war, not the desert song. It's a mania. You'll be hoodwinked. Wilson, take what's left of the platoon and march them back to the church hall.
Good night, children,
If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you.
Sir, the men are waiting for you to talk to them.
All right, don't panic, Wilson. We must all keep our heads.
You know, sir, I think it was a bit rash of you to promise the men those rifles before the end of the week.
The commander in the field has to take decisions, whether they're rash or otherwise. That's what makes him a leader. Ah, it's maybe good news. Mannering here. Yes? Yes? Oh. I see. Thank you very much.
News of the rifles, sir?
No, I'm afraid not. Message from GHQ to say that we are no longer to be known as the local defense volunteers. From now on, we're the Home Guard.
Oh, I see. That sounds rather nice, doesn't it, sir?
Oh, yes, I'm sure it'll frighten the Germans to death. To know that they've now got to deal with an unarmed pack of Home Guards instead of an unarmed pack of local defense volunteers. Tell them I'll be out in a minute.
All right, sir. What are you going to say to them, sir?
I don't know.
Right.
Come in!
Captain Mainwaring, sir?
Mannering, yes.
Oh, yes, yes. Evening, sir. I've got 500 armbands here for you, sir.
LDV. We're a bit late, aren't you?
I got here as soon as I could, sir. Sign here, sir. And here, sir. And, over the page, sir. Once more, sir.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Thank you, sir. Put the rest of the stuff by the door, Bert. Right, sir. Good night. It's right, nice and tidy there. Good lad. All right.
Excuse me, sir. The men are still waiting.
Thank you, Wilson.
Have you decided what you're going to say to them?
Yes, I have. I'm going to thank the men and tell them that their trust in their leader was not misplaced.
Oh, that's rather good.